Hey everybody, Anthony here, specialtymotorcars.net. Got a nice one to bring you this week. Again, unfortunately this car is already sold, but I wanted to do a walk around video of this car because it's such an incredible car. I purchased this car from a local estate, 1995 Cadillac Fleetwood. Not a Fleetwood Brougham, a Cadillac Fleetwood. Does not have the Brougham package, but that might be a good thing in this case because it's a slick top Cadillac, no vinyl top, double black leather. The car is 66,000 miles, owned by the sweetest little old lady there was, and I am very fortunate to have this piece in inventory. I have a good customer of mine who previously bought a triple black Fleetwood Brougham 93 that I sold a few years back. That car had 30,000 miles, and he told me to find him another one, and here it is. Very unique car. Like I said, slick top, no vinyl top. Very hard to find these cars without vinyl tops. This car is a really clean piece. 66,000 mile garage queen. Take a look at the paint on this car. Beautiful deep black paint. The chrome is in phenomenal condition. Customer requested a few upgrades on this one. I installed factory set of chrome wheels. Those are Brougham wheels, but they're the factory upgraded chrome wheels. And I also installed, very common that these fender spears and the ones on the quarters, it's very common that those start to wrinkle. And if anybody has one of these cars, chances are you probably noticed that. If you take a look, these are a super highly polished aluminum, and they fit well. They fit very well. There's a guy, Cadillac Connect, out in California, I believe. He makes these, and for anybody who is interested and questions what they look like a nice original spear without any wrinkles. So if you're a fanatic about your car and you want to replace those, hit them up. Tell them you saw a video on YouTube from some guy up in New Hampshire, giving them a plug. Anyways, they look great on the car. Also had the windows tinted, 35% window tint. Like I said, the chrome wheels, also put brand new white walls on it. The car is absolutely phenomenal. It's straight, it's clean, it's going to a good home too. Take a look at the inside of this one. Couple little features that the Fleetwoods don't have. You'll see the seats are a little different here. It has a different pleating in the seats. They go across rather than front to back. This is the recliner switch. Rather, the Broughams have the multi-function switch there for the recliner, the lumbar, and the heated seats. But no dash cracks or anything. The other thing that I had done to this car, which is kind of cool, not a factory, I'm sorry. I had a power moonroof installed in this car. Full power moonroof, tilts, and then it also drops into the roof. We'll open it up in a second here. Take a look at this. This is kind of cool too. I've had a few of these that still have the protective coating on the chrome pieces on the top of the door panels. I love seeing stuff like that. Tells me how mom and pop this car really was. Absolutely phenomenally clean. We'll take a look. Open up that sunroof. Full power roof, opens right up. They did a phenomenal job with the headliner. Obviously an aftermarket button, but from the outside it looks really good. So I can take care of everything you need. If you ever see a car for sale, subscribe to my channel. I usually post cars for sale. The last two, this one and the last one, unfortunately, were pre-sold before they came to market. So act quick. If you see something, you like something, reach out to me. Reach out to me and give me a shout and say, hey, what's going on with this car? You can check out my website, specialtymotorcars.net, as well. I have a section down there that also lists incoming cars. So that's a good spot to keep an eye on to see what's coming up. As far as what I've just bought, this car, I mean, look at the ashtrays. The car is a virgin. So some people might balk at the base of Fleetwood, but you know what? Try to find another one. No vinyl top. Get the power antenna up on the back there. Dash pad is nice and crack free. Open up the glove box here. We got the books, a couple little tags there, 2 sets of keys, remotes. I believe actually, yeah, that blue protective plastic is also on this door. Kind of neat. Woman upgraded with a full-size spare. Usually these cars don't come with those. This Fleetwood style, both factory, front and rear factory mats, trunk mat. I got the power pull down. With the option tag right there, I will gently put this down. Brings her right down. It's kind of the last of the big Mohegans, these Fleetwoods. Last of the big Cadillacs in Arlington before these that plant switched over to SUVs, Escalades, Tahoes, Yukons. Take a look under the hood. Now this car has been in New England its whole life. So, I mean, a couple little spots of rust on a couple little bolts, but this car is very, very clean for a New England car. It was definitely garaged. LT1 power. These cars are rocket ships. I drive a Roadmaster, has the same drivetrain that this car does, and they're absolutely beautiful highway cruisers. I take my Roadmaster to Florida often. They have power. You know, in a big car like this, it's perfect. Last of the Caddies with big chrome bumpers. Another neat little detailed thing I do to these, I take these reverse lights out and I polish them. Good way to brighten them up. Usually they get all yellow like the headlights sometimes do in the newer cars. Those ones cleaned up quite nice. So it's all in the little detail work. Like I said, these spears, they fit beautifully. Moonroof functions beautifully. I'm going to take it for a spin. I'm going to bring it down the highway. Not the highway, the main thoroughfare here. It's almost like a highway the way that people drive on it. Take you down the highway. I am going to show you how the car runs and drives and performs. I think you will agree that the performance of these cars are quite nice. Anybody who's had one, who's driven one, will probably agree as well that these cars just drive so nice. All right. Let me just take this plate off because this guy gently screwed on there and it'll probably fall off. All right, take this one for a ride. Like I said, this car is sold. I'm sorry for all my YouTube subscribers that were excited to see the next incoming car for sale, but this one is sold. But I do have 3 nice pieces coming in this weekend. I have a nice 87 Brougham, 1990 Caprice Classic wagon, estate wagon, and an 83 Coupe de Ville with 50,000 miles, one owner car in Balboa Blue, also without a vinyl top. So we'll take this thing for a quick spin. Here we go. And that's barely giving it gas and it just picks right up and goes. These cars just float right along. Big beautiful hoods. Last Cadillacs to offer the fiber optic headlight monitors. Very, very clean interior. Obviously a non-smoker's car, and little old lady, 100-pound woman who just cherished this Cadillac. She said she was a lifelong Cadillac buyer. This was her last Cadillac, and she went to buy a new one around 2000, and she was not impressed. Must have looked at like a DeVille or something, and she wasn't impressed at all with the Cadillac lineup, so she decided to keep this car. She wasn't driving much at that time. I have stacks and stacks of service records for this car since she bought it. It had 15,000 miles on it when she bought it. It was a year old. And she had a synthetic oil change done in this car every give or take 6 months, even though in most cases she only put a few hundred miles on the car. I would be surprised if they actually changed the oil and probably just put a new sticker on and charged her for it. But over-serviced car. I love stuff like that. Anyways, take a look at my website, specialtymotorcars.net. You'll see any new upcoming inventory. You'll also see listings for sold cars that I sold in the past. This car will be in that listing as a sold vehicle. But take a look, see if there's anything you like. Reach out to me if you have any questions about these cars. Reach out, comment. But the biggest and best thing to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel and get notifications that the next video, I promise you, will be a video of a car that is for sale. I'm hoping to be able to do that on Sunday for you.